Good morning, students. Now we have come to the menstrual cycle. Yesterday we have discussed about the definition. The menstrual or ovarian cycle occurs approximately once in every 28 to 29 days during the reproductive life of the female. From menarche means it is puberty to menopause before stopping the menstrual cycle, except during pregnancy, is called the menstrual cycle. It is also called the ovarian cycle. And this cycle can be explained in following four phases. What are the four phases? First one is called the menstrual phase, follicular proliferative phase. Third one is called ovulatory phase, and fourth one is called luteal or secretory phase. So one by one, what are the events are taking place? Point wise we will discuss. First one is called the menstrual phase. The cycle starts with the menstrual phase, when menstrual flow occurs and lasts for 3 to 5 days. That is the first one. First day, the 3 to 5 day, first day to 5 days. Menstrual flow is due to the breaking down of the endometrial lining. Endometrial lining already we have discussed. The uterus is having three distinct layers. Female reproductive organ we have discussed. Endometrial layer of the uterus and its blood vessels due to the declining of the level of the hormone progesterone and estrogen. The second point. Third point, menstruation occurs only if the released ovum is not fertilized. Third point, and absence of menstruation may be an indicator of pregnancy. But this is not only the reason, there are so many other reasons behind the absence of menstruation. What are the other reasons? Maybe due to stress, maybe due to hormonal disorder, or maybe due to anemia. So these are the 4 points to be discussed in menstrual phase. Second phase, it is called the follicular phase or proliferative phase. Follicular phase extends from 5th day. We have told 3 to 5 days. It is extending for menstrual phase. So 5th day onwards it will be starting. That is called the follicular phase or proliferative phase. Follicular phase extends from 5th day of the cycle until the time of ovulation. So it is extending from 5th day to 13th day. During this phase, the primary follicle in the ovary grows to become fully mature Graafian follicle. Already we have discussed that means primordial follicle, primary, secondary and tertiary follicle. And tertiary follicle is nothing but it is also called the Graafian follicle. Graafian follicle. Due to the stimulation of the hormone, primary follicle grows to become a fully mature Graafian follicle, and simultaneously endometrium regenerates through proliferation. These changes in the ovary and the uterus are induced by the hormone FSH and LH. First phase, menstrual phase, we have discussed the progesterone estrogen hormone is declining. But in the second phase, proliferative phase is induced by the hormones FSH and the LH. FSH full form follicle stimulating hormone, LH is luteinizing hormone. Increases gradually during the follicular phase. It stimulates the follicular development and the secretion of estrogen by the follicle cells. Third phase, it is called the ovulatory phase. It is starting 14th day. Till 13th day is the follicular phase. Both LH and FSH attain peak level in the middle of the cycle, about in the 14th day. Maximum secretion of LH during the mid-cycle, it is called the LH surge. So 2 marks question, what do you mean by LH surge? The maximum secretion of LH during the mid-cycle, called the LH surge, induces the rupture of Graafian follicle and the release of ovum takes place, which is called the ovulation. Release of ovum from the ovary wall into the peritoneal cavity. This process is called the ovulation. As the release of ovary or ovulation takes place, this phase is also called the ovulatory phase. And the fourth phase, it is called the luteal or secretory phase. During luteal phase, the remaining part of the Graafian follicle is transformed into transitory endocrine gland called corpus luteum. What do you mean by corpus luteum? So when the egg will be released or ovulation will be taking place, Graafian follicle is transformed into endocrine gland. That means endocrine gland means it will be secreting the hormone. The corpus luteum secretes large concentration of progesterone, which is essential for the maintenance of the endometrium of the uterus. If fertilization takes place, it paves, it prepares the uterus for the implantation of the fertilized ovum. The uterine wall secretes nutritious fluid in the uterus, which is called the amniotic fluid for the fetus. So this phase is called the secretory phase. So luteal phase is also called the secretory phase. Why? Now in this phase, the endometrium of the uterus secretes the nutrition for the development of the fetus. So this phase is also called the secretory phase. During pregnancy, all events of menstrual cycle stop and there is no menstruation. Now, in the absence of fertilization, when fertilization of the egg will be not taking place, the corpus luteum, which is supposed to be functioning as endocrine gland, will disintegrates if fertilization has not taken place. Disintegrates or degenerates completely and leaves a scar spot like structure, which is called the corpus albicans. So corpus luteum will be converted into corpus albicans when the corpus luteum will be not functioning as endocrine gland and it will degenerate completely, leaving a scar which is called the corpus albicans. It also initiates the disintegration of the endometrium, leading to the menstruation, marking the next cycle. So these four phases are very, very important for 7 marks question. It is also book back question. Now next one, menstrual hygiene. Menstrual hygiene is vital, very much important for good health, well-being, dignity and empowerment and productivity of women. The impact of poor menstrual hygiene on girls is increased stress levels, fear and embarrassment during menstruation. This can keep girls inactive during such periods, leading to absenteeism from school. So, the menstrual hygiene is very, very important for keeping the health in normal condition for the girls. Clean and safe absorbable clothing materials, sanitary napkins, pads, tampons and menstrual cups have been identified as materials used to manage the menstruation. Changing sanitary material 4 to 5 hours as per the requirement provide comfort, cleanliness and protection from the infection. It also helps in enhancing the quality of life of women during this period. Used sanitary napkins should be wrapped in paper and disposed of. It should not be thrown in open areas or drain pipe of toilets. Flushing of sanitary napkins in the drain pipes causes choking of the drainage line, leading to the water pollution. So, sanitary menstrual hygiene to be maintained, each and every aspect. It is good for health for the young girls. At the same time, the used napkins would not be thrown here and there because indirectly it will cause the water pollution. Now menopause. What do you mean by menopause? Menopause is the phase, 2 marks question again. Phase in a woman's life when ovulation and menstruation stops. What is the average age? The average age of menopause is 45 to 50 years. It indicates the permanent cessation of the primary functions of the ovaries. Till here, okay, thank you children.